Hello job hunters, welcome you all on my YouTube channel. My name is Rohit and this is part 5 of .NET interview question series. So in the last video we have discussed what is CLR. Now we are going to discuss about its important features. So the first is memory management. Memory management is the process of controlling and coordinating computer's main memory. So it is CLR jobs to ensure that blocks of memory spaces are properly managed and allocated. This process is called memory management. Now, if we talk about type safety, so type safety is compile time safety, like compiler catches typos, misspelled, or also assigning a value to the wrong variables. For example, string to an integer value. If we are assigning a string to an int variable, this is also a CLR job to catch these kind of error. Now the third is exception handling. .NET CLR use exceptions to indicate that an error has occurred during program execution at runtime. This is basically called exception handling, which we are going to discuss in detail in later videos. Now the next and very important feature is garbage collection. So garbage collection is basically an automated process of common language runtime CLR to manage memory by the allocation for live objects and releasing memory for dead objects, which we'll see by this example. So if you can see here, we have created a object of program class, which is the pointer is storing at the location in stack memory and the actual value stored in the heap memory. Now what is garbage collector job? It checks if program object is now not in use. It also execution is done, so it will automatically get called and clean the actual value stored in a heap memory. So to give the answer to the interviewer for this question, you can simply say the garbage collector manages the allocation and release of memory in the application. Now the next feature is security. So security is also handled by CLR, which is code access security. So CLR should not have permission to alter the data of other programs running on the same system. So in this way, it makes running the programs safer and easier. Now the last but not the least, thread management. So thread is basically sequence of program instruction. Now, what is thread management in CLR? When any kind of task is completed, so the thread will not destroy itself. Instead, the thread will return to the thread pool in a suspended state. So now, if the application makes other requests of the thread pool, then the suspended thread will just wake up and perform the task, and a new thread will not be created. So we can say the same thread gets reused over and over again, saving an enormous amount of overhead, over the application's lifetime. So basically, to answer the questions for what is the important feature CLR has, these points are enough to convince the interviewer that you are having a touch base for those topics and you are the basic knowledge of those points. So thank you for watching this video and stay connected for the more questions.